morning, church. I'm Pastor Kyle. Thank you for coming and worshiping with us here at First Church of God in Stanton, Virginia. Please grab a seat as you come on in. Get out a pen and pencil and some paper, maybe even your calendar books, and let's look at the announcements of this church and the things that God has us doing, Lord willing, moving into the next days, weeks, and months. First, this very service might look a little bit different in addition to video announcements. You may have noticed there's been blue pieces of paper being handed out to you this morning. These blue pieces of paper are a new way of doing prayer requests here at First Church of God in Stanton. Please, if you have a prayer request or praise, please take these blue forms, fill them out as best as you can with the prayer request or praise, and drop them off in the separate basket in the front during offering time. Russell now will take these blue forms and he'll read them off, and we'll update our weekly prayer list off of these blue forms. Please be patient with us as we move forward with this new system of prayer requests. Have you noticed that during worship, that sometimes when the singer starts singing and the music starts playing, the two aren't matching up as they should? Well, it's because we have an outdated sound system. The monitors on stage stopped working some time ago, and the microphones run hot and cold, and some of these ports work and don't work. Listen, we want to worship God as best as we can, and we need to upgrade our sound system. Please, partner with us in helping us fundraise for a new sound system. Our administration team has went out and found a good quote on what it would take to upgrade our sound system. With that quote, I can tell you it's a large number, and we need your help in fundraising for this new endeavor. So please, if you want to help us fundraise for the new soundboard and sound equipment, during your tithes and offerings, cut a separate check and put on the memo on that separate check, sound, so we know that that special offering will go towards the special project of our soundboards. You can also write on the back of your tithing check what portion of your tithe you would like to go to the new sound system. Please pray about sacrificially giving to this special offering. This will help us move forward in the future with a better sound system that we might better worship God together as a church family. Announcements for the church. Starting tonight, youth group is at 6 p.m. Please, if you have a youth member, make sure they get here by 6 p.m. that we might have some games, some food, and worship God. I can tell you this, they have a memory verse there memorizing. It's Hebrews 4:12. So, youth, make sure you have that memorized before tonight. This coming Tuesday, we're having a special church-wide mission project helping with Love Inc. Serve a Meal. If you can help in any certain way, please see Terry Morris and she'll get you plugged into this mission project. This coming week also, we are having our famous Tykes and Tots consignment sale. Listen, the setup is starting very soon. You probably walked in and noticed some of the things already set up, but as vendors come in and drop off their stuff, we need as many hands on deck as possible to put prices and stuff on the tables and hang things on the hangers so that the sale might go off without a hitch. Please see Jamie if you have any questions or you have any free time that you might be able to help her with this Tykes and Tots consignment sale. Next Sunday, here during worship, we're having something very special. It's Bright Shirt Sunday! Yes, it's that time to go into your closet and dig out your brightest, most annoying, most neon, the most pastel clothes that you have and wear them at church next Sunday during worship. Yes, this attire that we wear is bright and it does wipe away the midwinter blues, but it also showcases the light we have within our hearts, that we might showcase the love that we have for Jesus in the wardrobe and the attire that we wear. Please take and have fun with this themed Sunday. Bright Shirt Sunday starts next week, February 12th. Hey, coming on up also in the next week, February 13th, which happens to be a Monday, we're having a CWC meeting, Christian Women's Connections. If you're a woman in the church here, you're encouraged to attend. On Tuesday, February 14th, Care Team is doing a special event. If you're interested in helping with care team, which this team helps in the church with people who cannot come to church or we haven't seen in a while, if you want to be a part of that team, please see Sylvia McDormand and she'll get you plugged in. On February 22nd, we're having our second annual Ash Wednesday service. This service will be in place of Wednesday night Bible study. We're going to sing a few hymns, we're going to talk about God, read some scripture, and if you're willing, I will anoint you with some ashes so that we might go into Ash Wednesday expecting God to move in our lives. Just like last year, during Lent, we opened up our sanctuary doors on Sunday evenings that you might come in for an hour of prayer. We are doing the same thing again this year. If you're interested, during the Sundays of Lent, that is starting February 26th, please come on over and we'll have an hour of prayer for all hungry hearts. Looking forward into the future, Lord willing, we would like to have an Easter egg hunt here at First Church of God. I can almost guess that many of you have been to an Easter egg hunt before in your lifetimes. Maybe you remember them when you were young. Maybe you took your children and grandchildren to Easter egg hunts. I can almost surmise that most of your homes have photo albums full of those photogenic moments of the kids finding the Easter eggs, and they make great memories. Listen, we want to put on an Easter egg hunt, and not just any Easter egg hunt. We want to come out and we want to put on the best Easter egg hunt this church and this community ever saw. We had some people go out last year and they bought an excess amount of plastic Easter eggs. We estimate we have here at the church 4,000 Easter eggs. That's a lot of Easter eggs. So here's how you can help us. At the bare minimum, help us prepare for this Easter egg hunt. You see, generally when kids go out there and they find Easter eggs, there's a piece of candy on the inside. Now we agreed we're not putting candy in 4,000 Easter eggs, but we do want to give the kids some candy for finding the Easter eggs. So if you could partner with us, if you can go out to the stores, find the sales, the bulk packages of individually wrapped pieces of candy, and buy them and drop them off at the church, we would much appreciate it. We need a lot of candy. This is one opportunity that you can love upon the children of Stanton by giving them tons of good treats. In addition to going out and buying candy, and according to your memory, most Easter egg hunts go out and there's always a grand prize there. With us expecting 300 kids during this Easter egg hunt, we want to give out a couple grand prizes as well. Even so, a couple grand prizes per age group that we're going to have. So, if you could, and if it's in your budgetary means and you can sacrificially give, could you put together some grand prizes to give out to the kids as well? Grand prizes look like Easter baskets full of chocolate and stuffed animals and things that kids would like. Perhaps you would go out and you find an oversized stuffed animal that you could donate for a grand prize. We need a couple of grand prizes, so 1 or 2 is not going to cut it. We're expecting to have at least 9 per age group. So, if you could go out and you could find this, please sacrificially buy and give it to this church for the Easter egg hunt. Lastly, when the time comes to have our Easter egg hunt on March 25th, we need volunteers. Not everyone's going to be in the field. We're going to have some people needing for parking, cooking hot dogs, directing people, and just being here and loving upon them. Please clear your calendars from March 25th that we might, together as a church, come and love upon anyone who comes into our property to look for these little Easter eggs. Thank you so much for listening to the announcements this morning. We will play this back on Facebook at the end of the day, so if you missed any of these announcements, you get to see my pretty face on Facebook with this announcement video once again. So right now, I encourage you, let's all stand, let's worship God, and let's open up with some prayer. Thank you.